What's up, guys? Today we were with a beautiful HXDGN lime green that we saw going through for a local dealer. We thought, man, we're gonna nab that one and do some video over it because it shows you just how much the HXDGN could be the right tilt trailer for you. So we're at a local construction site. If you hear an 18-wheeler come by or a piece of equipment, don't mind that, they're just working. But where we're gonna start is up here at the neck. So the HXDGN shares that same engineer beam technology in the neck, and this one being a 208 shares the engineer beam technology in the frame as well. But in the neck specifically, you have the full width box between the neck uprights. That comes on every one. Dual jacks comes on every one. Now this one you'll notice has hydraulic jacks. It actually has the ProTilt package, which we'll get to in a little bit. But what's cool about that box, it has tons of storage inside it. It's actually got some lights inside, so when your running lights are on, it's lit up. The neck being the engineer beam technology, it doesn't have your stress points like a normal three-piece neck would have. So when I say three-piece, on a structural I-beam neck, you have a piece here, and then you've got a gusset. Well, this eliminates those hard points and actually has this nice radius there and at the front that actually eliminate that added stress. So making it wildly stronger, it's gonna last longer. Then it also has that Kurt cushion coupler that we've been just released a few months ago, which makes a big difference. So right now we have this trailer hooked to this F250, and an F250, you know, the suspension is not super rigid like a 1 ton or a 4500, but yet it's heavier obviously than a half ton. So when you load this trailer fairly heavy, it would be more susceptible to compressing the suspension and kind of pushing on that F250. And that Kurt cushion coupler, it's designed to take a lot of that huck and buck out. The torsion absorbs that energy, makes it ride really well. Like pulling it even empty, you know, empty trailer with this kind of setup rides pretty rough because this one only weighs 5,600 pounds. So talk about 18,000 pounds worth of axles and tires, but you got 5,600 pounds of weight on it. I mean, it rides pretty rough. So when you've got that Kurt cushion coupler, it definitely helps make it ride a lot smoother. You'll thank yourself after pulling one all day in and out of job sites and things like that. So this particular HXDGN is a 24 foot, which means from right at the back of the neck all the way to the end of the tilt is 24 feet long. You've got a 6 foot stationary deck here. 6 foot? Yeah, 6 foot stationary deck plus 18 foot of tilt out back. You can use this area for pallets, for attachments. Say you got a skid steer and you got an extra bucket or forks or whatnot that you need to get to the job site and you don't have any room on the bed. You can actually put any of that kind of stuff here, or you go pick up a pallet of sod or flagstone or whatnot and you need to put it here. You can do that while carrying your skid steer, excavator or whatnot on the tilt portion of the trailer. The cool thing about the HXD, it is 102 wide to the outside of the rub rail, which means, again, you could put 2 pallets side by side. 2 standard pallets can go side by side. You've got the pop spools between the stake pockets. On this one, it actually has the retractable steps as well for easy deck access, being able to get up on top of the trailer if you need to. That makes it super easy. The HXD has these slots in the outside extensions, even in the tilt portion, and where they're more important is actually on the tilt portion for traction. So if you're using the 102 wide area to load, say, a wide piece of equipment or a truck that's over 82 wide, a dually, things like that, this actually provides traction in lieu of what the industry standard would be diamond plate in this case. So you've got that. Then moving back to the fenders. So we have these drive over fenders. We use a punch steel plate design instead of diamond plate again. These notches actually provide slightly better traction than your diamond plate does, so that if you're using these, you can actually drive over, have plenty of traction to get over the fenders. So it's a really nice, sleek, low profile design. You don't have this massive uphill kind of angle to get over the fenders like you do on some of the other brands. So you got about a 14-degree load angle, and then again you've got another slight angle coming up to get over the ramps. So that's what makes the HXD such a beautiful trailer in terms of versatility. You know, you can use it as a normal skid steer trailer or equipment trailer day in and day out, but it has that full width capability for, again, for wider equipment or vehicles and wider, being able to haul wider material or pallets and things. So this one actually was upgraded too with the winch roller. So the neck comes standard with a bolt pattern in it to be able to bolt a winch in the neck. Up here in the plate, you can actually bolt a winch down, take the fairlead cover off, mount your fairlead there, and the cool thing is the cable comes right over the top of your roller here. That way that the cable or the, whether it's synthetic or steel, it doesn't rub against the metal or the paint of the trailer. It actually goes right over this roller to be able to load down equipment. Makes it super nice. We get asked all the time, how do you do that if it's just gonna pull the bed over? So when you're pulling the equipment up, you can leave it in gravity mode. You can actually lock the bed out in this position to get the vehicle started. And once it gets up on it, you can actually turn the valve to where that it eases over. So it actually works really well. And then if you're trying to get it off, you leave it in gravity mode, push it back just to where the point of the weight is behind the tilt point. It'll tilt the bed, and then you just let it off easily across the back. So we talked about this one having the ProTilt function. Right now, it's in gravity mode. So you would use it day in and day out like this, with just being able to use your body weight to activate the bed. But the cool thing is about this one, you can actually turn the valve, which would then engage the power unit. We'll run it back down right quick. You turn the valve, then it engages the power unit, and it comes with a tough wireless control to where then you can operate the bed or the jacks all from the tough wireless control, which is a really beautiful thing, because there are some, call it a long wheelbase vehicle, that you may need to lock that valve out and actually power it up because you've got weight further forward, or for some reason you need to be able to power the bed up. You get into that scenario. So right here you turn the valve, and now all of a sudden the bed is power instead of gravity. So think about, I've got a long wheelbase vehicle I was able to get on here, but it's got a little too much weight forward to be able to get the bed to tilt back. Well, no problem, we just tilt the bed with power, and now we can actually offload the vehicle, no problem. So it makes it really nice with that ProTilt function. You can go either way. It gives you simplicity of the gravity up and down every day. And then you also got, again, the hydraulic jacks. Whoops, wrong button. So now I've got the ease of unhooking and hooking with hydraulic jacks. So you can get the ProTilt function with hydraulic jacks as well. It makes it super nice. All right, so this one also is the 18,000 pound package. So we've got the 207, which is a 14.9 GVWR, then we've got the 208, which is the 18,000, and then you actually have the 210, which is 23,000. So this one, the individual chose like right in between. And why would they do that? Because a lot of your skid steers and excavators today, they're getting bigger and heavier and wider. And so, your typical like a SVL 75 Kubota, for instance, I know I'll probably get hammered in the comments for, man, I'm a Caterpillar guy, or I'm a John Deere guy, but I just know the Kubota weight of SVL 75 is just under 10,000 typically, which would work fine on a 207. But a lot of them, when you go up to like a 95 or you get that one step bigger skid steer, they get easily into the 11 to 12,000 pound range. And that's really too much for a 207. So you need to go up to this 18K rating. On this one, I said the trailer weighs about 5,600, 18,000 minus the 5,600. It's giving you, what, 12,500 or so in capacity, which is good for that SVL 95 in most cases. It doesn't give you a lot of wiggle room for extra attachments and tools and things. So if that's the case, it may even be a good idea to go to the 210, which is at 23,000. I mean, you're not talking about, at this point, a lot of extra investment to be able to be more of a catch-all and be able to load just about any piece of equipment, on that 210. So, but particularly this setup, the individual decided that the 18K rating was where they needed to be. It comes with a 215/17.5 super heavy duty wheel and tire. It's an 18 ply tire, so very puncture resistant, long tread life. This particular one is also torsion, so we offer the 7 and 8K axle in spring, that slipper roller that we talk about, or you can get the 208. You can get any of them in torsion, but then the 210 is automatically torsion. So Anyway, again, spring 7 and 8, or you can get any of them in a torsion axle. It just depends on your liking there. Then again, 22 and 24 feet. This one's a gooseneck. You can get bumper pull or gooseneck. You know, the gooseneck, a lot of guys, it's like a 50-50. It's you either love it or you hate it. You either want bumper pull to keep the bed of your truck free, or you want gooseneck because they tend to pull a little better. They distribute weight a little bit better, in my opinion, than the bumper pull, because it's not all on your bumper as much. It actually distributes the weight further up the truck frame, making it pull a little better. So jump on diamondc.com. We have a lot of different ways that you can configure HXDGN on there to really kind of specifically design it for the type of work that you need to do, type of equipment you need to haul. And yeah, so jump on diamondc.com, see all the options and standard features there.